You're listening to the Dark Side of the Mic podcast with James
Nothing says no balls like your wife putting you on a diet.
and Austin.
Everybody's a freaking idiot to some extent. Some people are dumber than others. That's not me in the intro.
Who is it?
Not?
It's not me.
Yeah. That's what they all say.
Doing my best. What is it, like Robert Rodriguez voice?
You're watching Grindhouse.
Is that who does it? I don't think I've ever bothered to notice if that was
If
Robert
it's not
Rodriguez.
him, my brother will correct me.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sure your brother would.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? This is Dark Side of the Mic, episode 141. Hugo Sanchez. Was this your third appearance?
Like third and a half.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's
Because
right.
there was the one like quick appearance I had on.
We talked about
Walter Mercado.
Yeah, Walter Mercado.
Yeah.
See, that was crazy, man. That's a good little story right there.
Yeah,
Good
that's right,
documentary. Of course, producer Andrew over
What's
there
going
on the
on? What's going on?
currently on the Yahoo chat.
Yeah,
Mr. ASL himself.
I'm trying to get people to come in.
Did
comment.
you ever do that? Yahoo
Come and
chat.
talk.
No, I did more of like I was an AOL guy.
Oh, for real?
It was my first email account.
You got mail.
Yeah, it was the best thing ever. And I only emailed 2 people. One of them was my brother, who would only ever let me use his computer to get onto the AOL account. And the other one was a good friend of mine from elementary. And I would see her at school anyway. So it was just more like for fun.
That's funny, dude.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Not too bad, man.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
Just got off work.
I got off work a little bit ago and came straight here.
Back at the job site.
So, no, we were, but I was officially deemed as essential. And the first question I had to my boss after that, I was like, cool. What does that mean for me?
Yeah.
He's like, it means you get to keep your job. It's like, all right, I'll take that. No, but yeah, so they deem me as essential. They're like, you're going to be having to go to the office now every day, just like normal. Cool. Well, I had already planned to take a trip to Denver. And while I was in Denver over the weekend, I got a text message. Just kidding. Now everybody's going to be back on working from home mode and you're not going to the office anymore.
Oh shoot!
So, all right, I guess not.
Is that because of the recent spike?
Yeah, definitely because of the spike that's been going on. And I think they're trying to structure it where if you're vaccinated, you'll be allowed in the building, but you have to like there needs to be a reason why you need to be at the building. It can't just be like, oh yeah, go chill in your office now. So yeah, I don't know.
I got my first shot yesterday.
What?
Just yesterday?
Just
Give me
yesterday.
that
Look at
legacy.
you.
I don't want to do nothing
Yeah.
crazy. Nope. There you go.
That's a good one. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
There you
man.
go.
Dude, my arm wasn't sore. It hurt.
Really?
Last night. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I was like, dude, this is no longer like. It just hurts. But it's still kind of there. It's like.
Maybe she went too deep. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Well, I
That'd
don't
be
know.
a first.
You know, I'm a little bit of a bigger guy, so I got a little more.
a little more
little
carne.
more-
Yeah,
little more
we got some
carne right here.
We got some meat. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
you're too skinny, so it'll probably hit the bone. You know, that's what your grandparents say. Hey, you're too
Yeah.
skinny.
Yeah. Necesitas comer.
Yeah, I always got told I was way too skinny all
Yeah.
the time growing up.
My grandma's solution should be like, cómete más tortillas. Like, just go get a tortilla, put
I
some
mean-
butter on it.
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people kind of knock like that as poor food, but yo, I will take a fresh tortilla with butter
Oh, heck yeah.
any day as a snack. Oh, it's
Tortilla with
delicious.
butter?
Hell yeah. Or
It's
like
like-
with some aguacate.
Oh, okay.
Later.
I was gonna say it's like unhealthy as fuck. Ain't
Oh,
it?
of course it's unhealthy
Yeah.
as fuck, but
It's just oil,
dude,
flour, and then butter.
lard. Yeah,
Yeah. It's like the majority of Spanish food.
pretty
You
much.
feel like?
Oh,
Which
yeah.
which vaccine did you get?
I got the Pfizer.
Pfizer.
I got the Pfizer.
Pfizer.
There
you go.
Excellent. Nice.
Yeah. Consulted with my big brother. Went ahead and followed through and got it.
Good for you. Proud
I'm not
of you.
looking forward to the second dose.
You
The
know,
symptoms and whatnot.
for me at least, I got Moderna, but I didn't experience really bad side effects. The only thing that happened was, I remember getting on the first one actually. I got it on a Wednesday. By Saturday is when it hit. I just woke up feeling like super, super lethargic. I'm like, dude, I don't want to do anything today. Like, I just was like, I'm so tired. My body feels like it's been, you know, fighting something. And I thought, oh, maybe it's allergies. And then it clicked. I bet you it's the vaccine. Had a little bit of a fever and my arm was sore. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it wasn't too bad.
Man,
like, I
good to
didn't
go.
feel really sick.
So how have you been handling things? Like, are you going out or like?
Within reason, yeah. Like, I've let myself, you know, go out a little more. Like, I barely started going to some bars. When I was in Denver, you know, we went out, but still, even at that, like, I wear my mask when I go to the grocery store, when I put gas. I wear it.
Don't tell me you're one of them people that rides around with your mask on.
No, none of that. None of that. No, I'm not crazy. No, no, I don't do that. But I wear it to the gym, but I don't wear it while I work out. So I don't know if that's. I mean, to the gym in that, like, when I first walk in, and then that's pretty much it.
Then you're done.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the restaurants, right? Like when you go in the restaurant, they're like MasterCard.
Yeah.
And then you just wear them to sit down, and then once you're sitting down,
Yeah, exactly.
like, how are you gonna eat? Yeah, man. The other day, or actually yesterday, we saw somebody. We were standing outside. Somebody rode down the house, down the street, where you know, there were two people wearing a mask, and I was like, dude, like, what the fuck? Yeah.
They were riding in the car.
Yeah, they were like in the car together, and the dude was like in the passenger seat wearing a mask. And at first I was like, dude, how? And then I was like, you know what, dude? Like, I'm just to that point where I'm like, do whatever the fuck you want to do, man. Like, just if that's what you want to fucking do. It ain't cool, man.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you never know what's going on. Like, I feel like, okay, like, say my grandma is sick and she doesn't have a ride anywhere. Well, say she is sick. Well, then I wear my mask. She wears her mask in the car. Maybe I'm taking her to an appointment. You know, you never know what's going on with people.
Yeah.
I mean, they might just be crazy. You never know.
Yeah. Or it might just be like a comfort thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, I know my grandma just likes to wear it because she's like, it keeps me warm. I'm like, all right, I mean, it's like 105 degrees outside, but whatever, you know.
Yeah, I was speaking of the gym, man. I don't go to the gym, but I went running today, and I did like 3 miles.
Nice.
It's fucking hot out there too.
It's real hot.
Yeah, man. It was hot today. I worked for like 6 hours today. I mean, first 30 minutes drenched. I'm like,
Were you in the attic or what?
No, I was working in a house with a 2x4 house. And my buddy, he was worried for 30 minutes. Oh, we got to hook up a fan. They hook up a fan. I'm like, man, by the time you hook that thing up, you're already sweating, bro. Like, I'm talking about drenched. Shirt drenched.
Yeah.
Pants drenched. I'm like, you might as well you're cooling off already.
What else was drenched?
Everything.
Y'all hear that? Yeah, no, I know.
Everything.
Yeah, it's everything. I worked an event over the weekend. We've been doing like a couple back to school events where we give out backpacks to the community.
Oh, nice.
And we did one on Sunday, and no, Friday and Sunday. The one on Sunday was pretty hot, but it wasn't as bad Friday though. It was in the like late afternoon. That was one of those, everything was drenched in sweat. Like, I mean, my socks even felt sweaty. I was like, dude, this is gross. That's why I'm still on a high about Denver, no pun intended, because it was such nice weather compared to here. Like, yes, it got hot. Like, it can get to, I think it can get to like 100 degrees out there, but it does not feel as humid. Not
Oh,
even
yeah, because you're up in the mountains and there's less air.
Yeah,
Because
like,
you're a mile up.
like realistic, there is less air, and that was one of those things. I was so nervous as soon as we got there. I was like, "Oh my god, do I have COVID?" Because my throat was hurting a lot. I don't even know if that's a symptom or not, but yeah, I was like, "What's going on?" Like, then I'm like, "Do I have strep throat? What is it?" And then when I was telling my buddy, he's like, "Dude, you probably have been mouth breathing a lot, and it's a lot drier here, and you're not used to the altitude, so you're like." Panting as you're going up the stairs and like and yeah, he's like, so more than likely you're
a mouth breather or what?
Typically not, but if I'm tired, probably, you know. I think I ever noticed.
Did you ever catch COVID?
No, not once.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at you.
you know, and you know that's one thing. Like, some people have kind of been almost wearing it as a badge of honor, like comparing themselves to like, yeah, I never got COVID, like. And you did. Like, dude, no. Because I know people who were safe as and they got it, you know? So
I wear it as a badge of honor that I got it and survived it. You know,
full of antibodies.
yeah.
Yeah, you should have heard him. Hey, for 3 months, I
I'm
can get
immune.
it. I'm immune for 3
immune.
I
months.
guess so. Yeah, there you go. Let me get you now.
Austin, no, you're not. Every time, no, you're not. Don't work like that.
Right. I think Austin's watching, or it says here on my
Austin's
telephone.
securing the bag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's carrying something.
securing. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for your service, Austin.
Hell yeah, man. So I don't know, man. Like, when did you get vaccinated? Like,
I got it
right away.
pretty early because I know for a while, like before it was released to everyone, you had to qualify under certain like characteristics, and you know, power to the big boys. Technically, medically, I am obese, and so that qualified me to get the vaccine. So I used that, and that's exactly what I said when when on the questionnaire when it's asking like what qualifies you to get the vaccine. I put that, and sure enough, I got the appointment.
There, I'll get your big ass in here.
That's right. They're like, "Come on, big boy, let's go." So yeah, that's how I got it.
There you go.
Nice, dude.
It's the proudest time I've ever been to be overweight.
Austin says
Cool.
ranch on spaghetti.
Ranch on spaghetti.
Never heard of it.
No?
Is that a band? Like, I don't know. Are they going to ACL? Is ACL still going to happen?
I know who's not going to ACL.
Uh-oh.
Who?
DaBaby.
Oh yeah.
DaBaby.
He's
And
not-
Stevie Nicks.
DaBaby. Oh,
Yeah.
why him?
Stevie Nicks?
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks is the girl, first of all.
Oh, okay.
You know Fleetwood Mac. She's one of the lead singers of Fleetwood
Oh,
Mac.
dude. My girl's going to murder me for that, dude.
Yeah. Loves. I was like, that was the main reason I was going to ACL.
Really?
Yeah.
So why isn't she?
I don't, probably for the same reason. Just
Really?
Yeah.
So does that shy you away from?
No, I'll still go.
Yeah.
If it happens, because I'm probably going as press. So, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So what? DaBaby canceled all of his.
No,
Stuff or
they
no?
canceled on him.
He didn't cancel.
ACL
He
canceled on
he
him?
got canceled,
Dang.
and it's one of those that I think rightfully so. Like I'm really personally, I'm kind of hit or miss with cancel culture. Him, however, that was bad. And when he tried to make good on it, he made it worse. Like he tried justifying his actions instead of saying like, hold on, why am I wrong about, or why is everybody coming for me? And yeah, like if anything in his explanation, it was just like, yo, that's actually worse than what you just said, you know? Eventually he did say like a formal apology and was like, yes, I messed up. I said something really bad. I'm sorry. He did kind of slide in there. He's like, but everybody's so quick to cancel me instead of like trying to educate me. And anyway, I mean, you know what he said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
About the HIV and
Or
Yeah.
he said anybody who has HIV or AIDS, it's like they're.
Yeah. Like he
Like
made a
sick or
reference to them being like unclean.
Yeah.
And he also said like anybody who's in the crowd who's not sucking dick in the parking lot. And I don't know. He just like kind of went off. And I saw a Twitter comment that was like, dude, all you had to say was everybody put your hands in the air. That's all you had to say. And instead you said that.
yeah.
Like,
It's like, dude, what's your beef?
no joke. But anyway, yeah. So
crazy.
he's not going to be at ACL.
Have you ever heard that, you know, it's like a lot of times like the guy that's like, oh, get away from me, you know, like insert whatever derogatory gay remark. And then it like, you know, come to find out that they're the ones that are like the homosexuals or whatever.
Right. I mean, we all have our inner demons. Most of us do. And if that happens to be his, so be it. You know, I know that usually happens with some people, but whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody's gay nowadays. Everybody's gay. Like, one of my favorite things a drag queen has ever said, she's like, everybody's gay. I don't think every man wants to fuck another dude, but he's gay.
Yeah. Did I send that to you, or it was about like a barbershop talk? It was like 4 guys in a barbershop or something, and they were talking about like the rap industry. And he's like, man, I used to be a producer. He's like, yeah, it's all fun and games until you're over there recording an artist, and then next thing you know, he sits down and then like, you know, like weird stuff starts happening. You're like, this dude's like a famous artist, you know, for all these girls in these music videos and stuff. But he's really, you know, maybe hiding it or something, you know, because he's over here, you know, with another man and
in the
he's
closet.
like, yeah. And then they were saying that sometimes they try to put it against him like it's like blackmail kind of, you know, the record labels, because they have cameras in there. They know what's going on. They want to watch to make sure you're not wasting their money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The record labels. So it was a crazy little video. I thought I said
Yeah, I saw a TikTok recently, and it got a lot of like heat for what it was doing, but the tea was pretty good. Where it was this guy, like, he's like, I used to work as a personal assistant in Hollywood, and these are all of the celebrities who are more than likely actually gay, and they're pretending they're not. And so, yeah, a lot of people were like, that's kind of messed up because you're outing these people without like their consent, this and that. But like I said, the tea was real good. I'm like, oh shit, this person? Like, the one that stuck out was Hugh Jackman, that his personal assistant is actually his lover, and they've been together for like 17 years.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
And so I was like, really? I mean, I don't know him. Like, I don't know what he's like in real life, but yeah, like, he's always on the red carpet with his wife, and I guess it's just pretend for now.
They're all, you know that guy from Dark Side of the Mic?
Yeah. That one dude? Like, which one?
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
Which
one? Of the two?
Keep going.
2 or 3?
Subscribe to our channel to find out who. Yeah, man, that's crazy, dude. Like, I'm kind of like, I was thinking about that, and I'm like, well, yeah, man, like you were saying, like, did you go up there and like, how about like, hey, let's have a good time or whatever? But you know, you choose that moment to be like, what was that? It's like, dude, who touched you when you were little, bro?
Or like, what kind of, like, what went through your mind to be like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, that was just weird. Like, but besides it being homophobic, it was just a weird thing to say, you know? Because even if he would have said something, you know, like non-gays, like, oh, raise your phone up, raise your drink if you're out there eating pussy every day, like. Huh? Like, what does that have to do with your music? Like, then somebody's just in the crowd, like,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They probably, all right.
Yeah, right.
You know,
But-
hey, so we got a YouTube NJ. No, this is NJ. They said, hey, cool shirt.
Oh, thanks.
And I'm sure they're talking about yours because James, I don't even think you can see what the hell you got.
Yeah,
on
what
here.
is what's on
Even though
your
yours is Venom, right?
Yeah, it's a venomized Thanos. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
If Thanos got infected,
Yeah,
yeah, we got Mandalorian over here.
My niece gave me this shirt for Christmas, and I love it. Bunch of Baby Yodas and Mando.
There you go. Are y'all
like it?
excited for season 3?
Hell yeah.
Is it season 3?
Yeah. Season
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
The first one was the beginning,
that's
and
right.
the second one was
Where?
with Baby Yoda.
So has it been
Spoiler
confirmed
alert.
that there's gonna be a 3, or is it like a continuation
Oh,
of?
I'm sure.
Well, so the deal that they did is at a virtual Comic-Con, they did a virtual poster that was like, you know, you go to Comic-Con and they give out free posters.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently this was a limited edition, but it's just a picture.
Was it
Because
like
nobody got their poster.
Was it like an NFT or what?
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know any of those terms.
Oh, okay.
So it was a picture of Luke Skywalker with Baby Yoda, and he has a yellow lightsaber. So everybody's like, and I want to say it says Mandalorian on it.
There was this guy that did. They said that he did like a deep fake of Luke Skywalker than the actual.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Than Disney actually did.
Now he's on
Yeah.
Lucasfilm or
Yeah, they hired him.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
They fucking hired him.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, there's some like super talented people who are really like. I wish I was good at, you know, animation and stuff like that. I pride myself in what I do, but I cannot do any kind of like character animation at all. I don't even know where to begin.
So what does your job consist of? I think we've asked you this plenty of
Yeah,
times.
so I do all of the branding and marketing content for the Univision station here in Austin. So like, I do a lot of sizzle reels of events that we have. I also do anything that has to do with like bringing attention to Univision Austin. Like for example, we are partners with Austin FC. And we air the games on our radio station, on our app, on our website, and on our TV channel. So I do a commercial that says, tune in to the game. I'm not saying go buy a ticket to Austin FC. If that makes sense. Like, because that you would have to pay for. That's promotion for a client.
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing it for us.
You got tickets or what?
Don't even get me started.
Yeah, hey, don't. Hey,
Don't
they sold
even
out
get me
as soon as they
started.
went on sale, and people are reselling them, you know, but for crazy amounts of money, bro.
No, you know
because
what?
they actually have a good schedule.
They do.
A lot of
Yeah.
a lot of the teams that they're playing against at home are pretty good teams.
Mm-hmm.
So people can get like, I mean, depending on where you're at. I know a guy. He's on the like 50-yard line or the middle or whatever, and he's like 10 rows up, and he's selling his for like $1,200, and he's
Right.
got like 2 of them, I think.
And there's just it's so popular right now. They're really high in demand.
Yeah.
But no, let me. You know what? I don't care if anybody from work is watching this. I do want to make a comment about it. So with us being partners, I found out that not only are we like, you know, one of their official Spanish language partner, we also get 4 tickets to every game.
And who's using those tickets?
Guess how many times that's been sent around to everybody at work?
0.
Exactly. But who does get them?
Who?
The sales team.
Oh, of course, because they're the ones that made the deal.
And they're gonna be like, oh, it's because, you know, we want to take a client that's gonna, you know, potentially be with this blah blah blah. Hey, I get it. I'm not stupid. That's a great idea, you know. But every single time, not even any like, oh, you know what? We'll do one weekend where all the guys who are always working the game, you know, because we have a crew who works every single game to run it on the radio, to run it on TV, like.
But do y'all go to the stadium and y'all run it out there, or y'all
No.
are just recording it and running it at the station?
We get a live feed from the stadium.
Oh, okay.
They send it to us and we broadcast it. You know, we're the ones who kind of like we disperse it to everybody else. So like even when it airs on the national like side, like because we air it locally, but if there's a game that's gonna air like nationwide, we rebroadcast that to everybody.
Okay.
So it's a pretty cool gig.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, not once have they ever offered that to any of the team.
Oh, and they're not.
And I'm like, yo, dude, that's not cool. Like, again, I get like sales brings in the money, but it's a full circle, dude.
Yeah, for
You're
sure.
selling what we create.
See, but then you got to think, this is the first year. So, I mean, I know you've been with them a while. So, probably in 4 or 5 years, when everything calms down,
damn.
a lot of people aren't going to want to go to those games anymore.
Maybe they're just looking out for y'all safety. They don't want y'all to go there.
I'm
And,
so sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
oh, that's fucking
Anyway.
hilarious.
Yeah. And they're probably box seats, too. You know what I'm saying? Or
I
some
know.
good seats.
I know for the first game they had box seats. I know for a fact. And also, guess who got to go to that one? A client. A client who I cannot say who it is, who I know perfectly well could have afforded their own box seats, like cash that day. They could have gone there and been like,
Chump change, right?
I have that in my wallet.
like, sure, I'll buy a box. Yeah.
Are you into soccer?
I like soccer.
Yeah.
I played soccer for like 13 years.
Damn.
Yeah. So
You heard that, Austin?
thighs. Where that came from.
Hey, since we're on soccer, Lockhart Youth Soccer Association, they're selling chocolates. So if y'all want to go ahead and find anybody y'all know that's a little soccer player, my son Dominic is playing as well, and so we're selling chocolates if y'all want to
Nice, dude.
get in on it.
I'm gonna try that.
I'll give you
Support.
$10.
Well, I don't have any with me.
Well, save them for me next time then.
All right, but anybody who wants to support them, Eileen Larkin, she's the president of it, so she's over there at the at the church.
Methadone.
So what else
No,
can you get for 10?
That's for 10. Yeah, so shout out everybody.
Do you want to know why I even have cash? It's funny.
You're gonna go to Sonic?
Oh, Sonic. That's what I meant to do. I meant to stop there before this.
Dude.
Maybe I'll stop
Oh,
on the way
here,
home.
I'm gonna screen share it. So the Mandalorian season 3, just to go back real quick, my bad.
Okay, yeah.
He's juggling stuff and making his own lightsaber, and Luke is holding a kyber crystal and it's yellow. It's pretty live, man.
That's cool.
Let's see. Let me go to screen share.
I want to see this.
Is our little camera angle fixed in there?
I think so. Should be. No, I don't want to do
Why
that.
are we talking about ranch on spaghetti? Like, what does that
I
have to
don't
do with
know-
anything?
I don't know what
That doesn't
Austin was
sound
talking
good.
about.
I'm sorry.
Austin's pretty adamant.
It's pretty live, so I'm guessing this season's gonna have to do with Luke.
More than likely.
which is pretty cool, man. I feel like they're gonna go into a bigger story. They're trying to redeem, you know.
I don't want to cry at the end again.
The only time I've ever eaten ranch with spaghetti is if like I'm eating like spaghetti and a salad at the same time.
I thought you were gonna say pizza.
You know, I put like ranch on the salad, and then
Accidentally touches it.
yeah, it just like it just ends up all together, and I'm
Pizza
like,
sounds good. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought you were coming earlier. Oh, you said you get off at 6.
I got off at 6. So yeah.
And he was hauling ass.
What was you gonna take me to Kreitz or what?
No, it was in a Fiji Kreitz here.
Oh
No, have you been to Kreitz?
I've had like a little bit one time at your brother's house. It was like right before
Now you got to get hot off the pit. Dude.
yeah. When I had also, do they sell cheese?
Yeah,
I had a piece of cheese from there too.
Piece of cheese.
It wasn't bad.
yeah.
Well, so a lot of people, they like cut open the sausage and put the cheese in there.
Oh,
You know.
okay.
And then like put an avocado, and then bite the damn serrano. You know.
That sounds
So,
good.
Yeah.
but I like Kreitz, man. I like y'all's the German potatoes.
Yeah.
Potatoes with the cheese with the sour cream.
That's pretty good.
Pretty light. It's kind of like a baked potato.
Yeah, I work at, I don't know if you're aware, but I work at over there at Kreitz. Yeah. I was working, I used to work there, man. It was my first job. So I've had a total of 3 jobs in my life.
Okay.
Kreitz, and then I went to Thermont for a little bit, and then I went to Callaway.
I thought you went to Thermont for a
that's
lot of
right.
it.
Well,
8 years, right? Or something?
Yeah, it was 8 years. Yeah, that
That's a
was the
little bit.
longest. Yeah, that was the longest. And then, and then I went back to Kreitz, man.
What's been your favorite one?
Dude, I don't mind. Like, I honestly don't mind like just interacting with people. Like somebody new every like 10 minutes. You know, like on a Saturday they come through, and the majority of people are nice, but dude, there are a handful of people. Excuse me, they don't know how to act. It's like you shouldn't fucking be here right now.
You know, like the customer's always right, but that doesn't mean they get to treat you however they want.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one big thing. Like, luckily, I've never encountered a really rude customer, but I definitely am one of those that's like, we have the right to refuse you service. And if you're being like overtly mean, like, dude, we don't have to serve you at all. Get out of here. I don't need your business.
If you're being cunty.
Yeah, exactly. Being a bitch.
Being a Karen.
I will tell her too. You're like, ma'am, you don't need to be eating here. Sorry to tell you that.
Or you just have them ring up some extra stuff on there.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck
Put your
yeah.
thumb down when they're weighing it.
Like,
$30 brisket. Is that a slice? Yeah,
One slice.
It's pretty.
well, shit, $30 ain't even nothing for brisket, bro. Is y'all charged with $36 a pound or something?
No, it's $24.90 a pound now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it went down a little bit?
Yeah.
Because I want to say it was like, last time I went like 3 weeks ago.
Really?
It was $30-some. I'm like, God dang. You know, with like $50, I could buy my own brisket. And I just spent about 8 hours cooking it. And I have a whole 12-pounder, 10-pounder.
Smoke that baby. Brisket. I'm hungry, dude. What time does Kreitz close?
Shit, 9, right? Or what?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock? Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming to Dark Side of the Mic. We'll be back.
That's what that dude Adrian did when he was over here.
Oh, yeah. He's like, hey, I got to go.
Yeah, I gotta go cut. I gotta go cut.
Hey, do you know who Frank Gallagher is?
No, we've been trying to figure that out.
Oh, okay. Because he said, what's up, homies? And then he's like, is Andrew the next Jamie from Joe Rogan? Who's Jamie?
You don't know Jamie?
I don't watch Joe Rogan, bro.
You don't listen to it? He's his producer.
Oh, okay.
He does what you do.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So,
Is he on there, though? He talks like I do?
Not as much. He's there. You can go episodes without hearing from him, but there are some where he chimes in here and there. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Frank. I guess I am.
Hell yeah.
Frank Gallagher, isn't
Gallagher.
that also the name of a
Yeah,
on
Shameless.
Shameless?
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh, I know who that is.
His
No, you should see some of the people because y'all can't see it because it's on YouTube. So there's a guy named Queso, or what was it?
Juan Queso.
Juan Queso. There's
Juan
like
Queso.
random ass
Yeah,
people.
just like hiding their identity.
Yeah, they make fake profiles. I
That's
guess.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually y'all. It's been,
He has a picture of Frank right too on his thumbnail. I think.
I just see a
okay.
YouTube symbol. It just tells me if it's from Facebook comment or YouTube comment.
Yeah.
Pretty live.
So how have you enjoyed President Biden's first up up until this point.
I mean, it's nice not getting a really abrasive tweet every now and then.
At least once a week or what?
Right. But I'm all about, like, dude, even, you know, yes, I voted for him and I don't have any shame in saying that. But even then, I was like, yeah, dude, but like, what are you going to do? Because this whole thing where he was like, we're not going to put kids in cages anymore, blah, blah. That's still happening, first of all. We're going to cancel student loan debt. You have not done that. You've deferred it, but still haven't done that. So, I mean, yes, I know COVID kind of threw a monkey wrench and all of that, but still, it's been fine. But we need some actual movement here and there. Like, I know they passed that infrastructure bill, which is great. You know, that's a great idea, but yeah, just I don't know. I'm hoping for more. I'm hopeful. You know, we're only a couple months. Well, no, not even a couple months. We're actually 8 months in now.
Yeah.
So, what's up, Sleepy Joe? Come on. Where you been? Where you been at?
Actually, I really haven't heard too much from him.
What do you
Memes kind of slowed down.
What do you think about those people that say he's like has like dementia and shit like that?
I mean, people love to talk. People say the same thing about Donald Trump. That they're like, oh, something's wrong with him because the way he walks and all this and that. And I mean, shut up.
How he like leans over,
Yes.
like sticks his ass out.
Like, if somebody recorded you all day long, you'd notice things about yourself. You're like, oh, damn, what's wrong with me? You know? Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, dude, if like this podcast or should I say when this podcast makes it big, what the fuck are they gonna go back and scrub through and be like, look at this?
Yeah. What are you gonna get canceled for?
Yeah.
We're gonna get canceled
Immediately.
Hope they don't find my streams.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. I remember I got mad at you one time. Like, James, don't say that.
Dude, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't like intentionally like say shit to like, you know, hurt people and stuff.
No,
it's just kind of like lingo, like with my buddies and stuff like that, you know.
And a little bit of a lesson though. That is the problem though. Like, it's so casually used, and for you it doesn't mean anything because it's not applied to you, but to the person who is applied to, yeah, it is very like it's deep. Yeah. And like, because I know in at least in Venezuela, I don't know if people say this in other countries, but like, it's common to say marico, like bro. It's an equivalent of that. But that word comes from maricón, which is the F slur in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me cringe every time I hear my Venezuelan friends say it. Like, and I've told them once before, I'm like, I know you don't mean it. I know it's not that, because one of my friends who does say his brother's gay, and he says it. I'm like, I know to y'all it doesn't mean anything. Like, but where I grew up, that's not a nice word. And so I get it. I mean,
people from different Latin cultures, the way they use some words is like crazy.
Right.
You know, like I know like a bunch of Puerto Ricans, and they always use shit, mierda, as like, you know, oh, this is whatever. Like all the time, I'm like, man, like use something else, man. Like when I hear that word, I think of something nasty. You know, like you don't want to mess with it. Which literally. I guess that's why they're using them there. But yeah, different Spanish cultures, they use crazy words to describe different stuff. But
it's good to like talk about that too, because again, I know you, and I know your intentions aren't bad. You know, like, you're not deliberately trying to call somebody that as a slur to hurt them. I hope not. But even still, I mean, intention is everything. Like, at the very core of it, intention is 100% everything. However, a lot of those things have like a history that isn't as nice. You know, it's like when people try and defend the Confederate flag, it's like, you do know the history of that flag, right? And even when it was like brought about, because
you goddamn right I know the history of that flag.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the problem, you know, because you do know the problem with it and you're clearly fine with it. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, something I didn't agree with Joe Biden. He was like, I don't know if he signed some bill or how it went about, but he was just talking about like transsexuals competing in like sports. And I think he had commented something on there because I had shared something, but I don't know, man. Maybe you can maybe you can make me see something that I'm not seeing.
Sure.
Because like right off the back, what I believe is like, you know, you gotta say a guy who was born a guy and then, you know, decides to change into a woman.
Transition.
Yeah, transition. and then he's like, oh, well, I want to fight in MMA. You know what I mean? I feel like at the end of the day, it's still a man, you know, underneath there. And then you're fighting against girls who are, you know, not equivalent to males when it comes to like, you know, being like super athletes and, you know, working out and reaching your potential and all that stuff.
Yeah. And the best counter argument with that is, tell me a time that that's happened. Like, give me an example of when that exact situation has happened.
Well, there was this one dude,
You know?
well, yeah. So okay. So there was this one. What do you call like what was once a guy and now a female?
Male to female.
Yeah, male to female. So there was a male to female MMA fighter. Her name was Fallon Fox, and she was fighting chicks, and she was just like just
Kicking ass.
Yeah, whooping them, you know.
Yeah.
And I know Joe Rogan had said some stuff, but that's when, you know, it pissed off a lot of people, you know, because he pretty much said that, you know, that individual shouldn't be fighting against other women and stuff because it was clearly unfair, you know?
Yeah. And I mean, is it unfair? I mean, it's hard to have that opinion because I'm not in any of those sports. But an example I can give you too is, look at what recently happened with Simone Biles, you know? Her difficulty level with any of her routines in the upcoming Olympics were so far beyond any other competitor. The Olympic Committee or the Gymnastics Committee decided that those certain moves that she was going to do weren't going to be counted
per point
because they were that difficult. And they're like, nobody else can do this, first of all. So
I thought that's what the Olympics is about.
You'd be alone in doing that. So clearly you're going to win. Even if you fell, it's so difficult. And even you attempting it is getting you enough points to win. So if we're making it hard for cisgendered individuals competing, you know, normally anyway, like, then what's the point of even, you know, having this argument? Like, she's competing against other women, you know, cisgendered women, and they're already telling her, like, no, you're too good. You're too far advanced. So, I mean, what would be the difference, you know? And I get it's an advantage that some people don't have, but I guess the mindset of an athlete is that then get better. You know, work harder. Yes, we have different muscle structure, and, you know, again, I'm not a scientist, so I can't say how true any of that is, but if that's really what's concerning you, then get better. Do well enough to beat that person, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Even if it is a dude.
Even if it is a dude. Because again, the situations where that has happened have been few and far between, you know? It's been really rare that those things have happened. Like, I know there was a transgender athlete who competed at the Olympics. There was a couple of them, actually. I know there was one in soccer, and I don't remember if Canada won gold or not, but I don't even think that person played, you know? They were just on the team, but they won, or maybe they did play. I mean, again, I'm not terribly familiar.
Yeah.
But I do know that, you know, there was a transgender athlete who was one of the first ones to win, or the first one to win an Olympic medal. But yeah, I mean, it's a tough subject. It really is. But it kind of comes back to the whole discrimination thing, because that idea could be applied to so many different situations, you know? Like, take my hometown, Del Rio. Imagine putting them up against, you know, Lake Travis High School in football. They'd get demolished, you know? But that also comes back to, like, yeah, but Lake Travis gets a shit ton of funding. You know, they get a ton of, you know, dedication towards these sports, whereas in Del Rio, they don't have those same kind of, like, they don't have those same opportunities. So does that mean that like Travis should be barred from competing? No, it's just an advantage that they have.
Yeah.
And that's it, you know? So it's tricky. It really is.
Yeah.
You know?
It says that Quinn player is a midfielder and they're a starter. And they played the entire first half of a 1-1 draw. So she's the first out transgender non-binary, which I guess means she actually played. And she got a gold medal
There you go.
in
Good for her.
Olympic history. So, and it's a woman that, right? Is it no, it's a man that
Male transition to female.
to female, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of, I try to be careful whenever like people come through the line, because you know everybody has masks these days, and sometimes I'm like ma'am, sir, but I'll kind of just, sometimes I'll slip. I'll be like, is that it, ma'am? And I'll be like, oh fuck. I'm just hoping they don't like what you say or some stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, but that's the thing. You know, if that does happen, and somebody comes at you with aggression, you know, like, why did you misgender me? I'm a female or whatever. I mean, that's where you stand up for yourself and be like, I didn't know how you identify. Excuse me. Like, how am I supposed to know? You know, you don't know what I identify as. So how am I supposed to know what you do? You know, there has to be some give and take.
Oh, yeah.
There really does. There really, yeah, it just, it makes the most sense for people to be, if you're wanting others to be open-minded, you have to be open-minded too.
Yeah.
And this is unfortunately, this is still a really new topic for a lot of people. Of course, that's when they ask you to like, oh, well then tell me something that's a little more neutral. Like, hey y'all, how are you? How's it going today?
Or folks.
You know, just, you know, right. Yeah.
What if they're like, I'm not a you, I'm a use.
Hey there, you know, some people, hey.
Yeah, hey, those are Northerners.
Do you feel like
Use guys.
Do you feel like some of those people who are like, I want to be called this and that? Do you think that they're just like looking for attention?
Oh,
to be
yeah.
honest,
I think some people, yeah. It's but it's attention in different forms, right? Attention as like, I want to bring awareness, but then some people also just kind of like drama, and that's just in our nature, you know. So maybe it is a little bit of that. I think for the most part, it's just people who are trying to make it a little more like common. But yeah, I wouldn't doubt there's like the few that are just doing it for, you know, drama purposes and to stir things up.
There's a lot of people that do that.
yeah. And some of these guys are just putting ranch on their spaghetti.
Yeah.
You know.
Some people just
Yeah,
some people ranch is life, you know.
You know, we don't discriminate in this house, but ranch and spaghetti, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you'd be invited to the cookout.
I mean, I could see maybe a little bit, you know, to make it not so red, maybe. Just give it a different like color. You know what I'm saying?
Or I was imagining like just ranch on the noodles.
Oh no,
like,
sauce
instead of sauce.
Oh,
I'm like, ooh.
See, look, hey, we got so Frank is back on. He said for the 150th episode that he wants us to redo the El Rey episode. That was legendary. Just everybody drunk as hell. And then he also said testosterone. Testosterone plays a major factor. That's why men are inherently stronger than females by a huge margin.
Yes,
You know,
but then, you know, give the example. Do you think you could go up against Serena Williams?
Or
at anything?
Or one of those MMA fighters, you know?
I'm like, Serena Williams would, quite literally, she would kill me. Like, she would probably quite literally, like, just swing a racket once. That tennis ball would hit my throat, and I'm dead, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, that's the best example I always give. I'm like, if you think you can go up against her, you do you. Good for you.
There's female fighters, and you know, we'll watch them fight, and I'm like, dude, that chick would whoop my ass. Like, I just tell you right now.
Completely.
Yeah, like Ronda Rousey or something, you know, just swell up. Or even Gina Carano. She's huge.
Yeah. She's a beast.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'd welcome that.
hey, and then so on YouTube we got a guy named Mr. Nuts. He said we better mask up or he's gonna report us. Y'all. He's gonna report y'all.
We are in a private residence, sir. I have my freedoms and my rights.
I don't know about y'all, but I got my 6 feet.
Yeah, that's right.
Plus, we're all vaccinated.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you.
Hey man, come on, man. They don't know that.
You got some.
You just said it. You got your first one. But on that, so when I got my second one, I went to Florida and I was running around for 4 days.
Which one did you get again?
I got Moderna though.
That's right.
And I didn't feel either one.
Is that the
first
one
or
Austin
second.
got?
I think so.
Apparently, that one is the stronger one against the current variant.
Which one, Moderna?
Moderna.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Is that
I guess I just got lucky.
is that Johnson and Johnson? Is that like the least favorite or?
Actually, that's the one people are saying that like they're getting sick now.
Oh, really?
Because remember, it was only 43% effective
Yeah.
against the first variant or second variant.
And it was just pure laziness in some people. I just want one. I don't want to get
Oh, that's
two.
a one. That's a one time.
Yeah, it's a one shot.
Like, shut up.
And actually, they recalled it, and then I think it's the same one, but a little bit different. But now a company does it, and it's called the Janssen.
Yeah. I saw that. It's called the Janssen.
Janssen.
Yeah.
They're probably like, okay, we can't call it Johnson, but we already got J's on all the boxes. What do we got to do, guys?
God.
Let's go Janssen.
Janssen and Janssen.
Janssen.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, something else that I wanted to talk to you about. So I have a daughter who's in 7th grade, right?
Okay.
And she hangs around, a lot of friends, and the mindset of a 7th grader and all of that.
Oh yeah, do you remember you in 7th grade, bro?
I do.
She's a little
I
shit.
try to black it out, but I do.
She being a little shit. One of my nieces was a complete. And I love you to death. She's my little girl, but she was a complete little shit when she was in 7th grade.
She's good, man. She just has a lot of friends. You know what I mean? But it seems like around that age, like junior high and stuff. So people want to, like they want to educate about being, lesbian and gay and stuff like that, and making sure that it's okay. But sometimes I feel like it's like overdone, and to where like a child, they might be like, because I know a lot of her friends, like they wear like a rainbow stuff and stuff like that, and that's cool. But I'm like, dude, like, are your friends bisexual or gay? Like, it just seems like a whole lot more as to what it was back in the day. But it's like, oh yeah, like as to where like I feel like sometimes it's like, I don't know if you think like your mind is real like just crazy right now. I don't know.
It's still too young. Your mind's still too
you know what I'm
young.
trying to get at? Like,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see much of a problem with surrounding yourself with stuff like that, because then it educates you, like I'm one of those. I actually don't think that there is any true straight or true gay. Like, I don't think it's not polarized, most everybody falls in the spectrum, you more than likely are, leaning more towards straight,
100% full straight.
Shit, yeah. Don't even come at me with that gay shit.
Yeah, to him. He's over here and tickles your butthole.
How about you have another drink? No, I'm just kidding. Consent is everything. But
All right, Cuomo.
oh God, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's good to learn about those things. And yes, at that age, you're also like, oh, I'm gonna be emo forever. Like it's the same thing. You're gonna grow out of it. Not to say that being LGBT is a phase, but we get hyped up about a lot of things, and that's just normal. It's good for them because right now that's an age where you're absorbing everything. You're learning a lot, And again, you kind of learn like what you like and don't like. I always thought I was going to have to play baseball because my dad and my brother and everybody play baseball. Like I was the black sheep who I didn't like baseball. And my brother would always tell me like, dude, you would have been the best. Your height, your size, like you would have been better than dad and I. Like, come on, dude. Like because my dad was actually drafted to play for the Dodgers, but didn't go. I guess because he met my mom. I really don't know that story. Didn't grow up with my dad, but yeah.
Sorry, man. It's a common theme around here.
Apparently.
Yeah. Hey, I'm number 3 on that one.
There you go. But yeah. So that was, that's what I learned. Like, I decided for myself, like, actually, Mom, I don't like baseball and I don't want to play anymore. I was like, okay, but you don't have to. I'm not going to force you to do something that you don't want. So, I mean, if right now, let's say she was like, oh, Dad, like, I think I'm bisexual or I think I'm lesbian. I think I'm, this or that. It's fair to approach that and say, like, I just hope you know what you're doing, and it's not just like, it's not a physical thing, because there's so much more to having,
like relationships,
to having a relationship than just physical.
Yeah.
Like it's an emotional thing. Like I I find women attractive. I could have sex with a woman, no problem. But I don't think I want to be in a relationship with one. Unless somebody came along that just kind of changed my mind. I'm open to that. I don't mind that idea. I've more recently only dated men, but I'm not closed off to that idea, you know? And that's really only a recent revelation. Because for a little bit, I was like, oh no, I'm gay, you know? But then I'm like, realistically, if I'm being honest with myself, I wouldn't mind, you know? Like, I can see myself getting married and having a wife. Like, I can see it, you know? It doesn't seem foreign to me. I didn't have that mindset when I was a kid because we grew up in a time where it was still like, oh, you're gay? Oh, that's bad. It's taboo, you know? And so now it's being less of a taboo. And it's like, I'm bisexual. I'm like, cool. We all are. Like, big deal.
Join the club.
Yeah, join the club. Who cares? Like, you know, like, but like, that's funny. It's not a big deal anymore. And that's good. Because, you know, I hear a lot of times exactly that. They're like, I feel like there's so many more, you know, gay kids or transgender kids nowadays than there were ever before. It's like, it's not that there's more. It's that you're hearing about it more. Yeah. You know, they've been there.
Of course, it's like everything else because of social media and all that, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you're just hearing about, you know.
Yeah, and then a lot of these kids, you know, I mean, I'm just not saying, like you said, it's a phase, but a lot of these people, that's what's in right now. I'm not saying in, but... You know, that's what is cool and, you know, it's accepted. So to them, maybe they're, oh, well, let me try it. Like you said, you don't know, you know, you could flow one way and flow the next, you know. So some people are just trying it out. And, I mean, and there's some people that's what their thing is and that's what they'll go with, you know.
Yeah. Me and, you know, my brother, when we were raised, we were raised Christian, going to the church and all of that. So we were brought up, you know, being gay, going to hell. And like all this shit. But there was a point where, you know, man, probably high school or so. And, you know, I knew gay dudes that went to school and stuff. Well, not the ones that we went to school with, but like, you know, after that, I just, my opinion slowly changed. And I'm like, there's just nothing wrong with you. Now I'm kind of just like, dude, if you're gay, be gay. I don't give a fuck.
Right, yeah.
You know
as long as you're a good person. Like, you know what I mean? Because, like, Caitlyn Jenner's transgender, but she's a shit person. Like, oh, fuck her. Like, God. Like, just all kinds of backwards. And because it doesn't believe in marriage equality, first of all. I'm like, girl, you... Anyway, like, I don't understand how that can even happen. And
because she thinks that because she's a woman, she's gonna marry a man, right?
Or it's, you know, just that now that she's in her truth, that she's a woman, you know, she's been a woman this whole time, that she still falls into the ideals and the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the platform that, you know, the Republican Party follows, which is, you know, in their like. In the GOP, what's it called? Like, if you go to their website, you can pull up like their agenda, and it literally says like, you know, marriage is between a man and a woman, this and that, traditional, whatever. And the reason I'm even bringing up politics is because she's running for governor in California, and everybody in the gay world's just like, girl, no, like you're setting us back, and this is people are gonna use you as the example. Anyway.
Well, she was like, wasn't she like, she was voted like person of the year or some shit like that.
Yeah, or like, she was the one that like athlete, the SB Freedom Award, some weird thing. And again, you know, I respect her journey in accepting her truth, and that is difficult. You know, I will never knock somebody on that. And at the end of the day, like, I will consider her family because she is, you know, part of the community that I identify with. And I can't, you know, like if I saw her in the street needing help, I absolutely would help her out. However, you have to like root for your own team. Like you have to be able to. And that's, of course, always the case. Like, oh, well, are the gay people going to start voting Republican because of Caitlyn Jenner? Like, but no, I'm not going to vote for her. Well, first of all, I don't live in California. But yeah, I mean, still.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just... it's a lot, but I definitely think it's good to have open conversations. Like, you know, let's say one of your kids does end up telling you like, oh, Dad, like, I think I'm bisexual. I think I'm this or that, or I might be transgender or whatever. Like, okay, let's learn more about this. You know, like we're really big on shame in this culture. Like we shame a lot of things.
That's kind of like what cancel culture is. They say something that you feel offensive with, and it's like, oh, shame on you for saying that because it hurts my feelings.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, like
you don't deserve to live no more.
Like that was the big problem with DaBaby. It was that instead of saying like, well, shit, why is everybody all up on me? Like, what did I say wrong? You know, like that was
he took it to the next level.
He took it to the next level.
What did he say after that?
He was like, I wasn't talking about, you know, I love my gay fans. I'm talking about those sick, dirty fans who have HIV and AIDS or out fucking dudes without condoms. And like he just kind of made it worse. It's like, dude, you do realize like people were born with that,
and then he deleted it.
It was so stupid. And,
I don't know if you saw that T.I., he's a rapper also. He like came to his defense, and he was like, well, what about, you know, there's people out there who are like gay, it's like super proud to be gay. Maybe he's just super proud to be straight.
Be that as it may, that doesn't mean that you get to, you know, like you get to talk down a community that you're not part of, you know? Like that doesn't give you any kind of right to do that. That's still wrong.
You listen to DaBaby?
No.
Never have, never will.
The only time I ever heard him was on Dua Lipa's Levitating remix. She has a song called Levitating with DaBaby in it. It's horrible. I've always hated that version of it because that is a fantastic song. And he ruined it. I was like, I fucking hate that version. So even more so, I was like, oh good, now I don't have to like him. But anyway.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's this, you know, the world we live in. You know, with I'm all about like just equal rights, man. You know, like do what you want as long as you're not harming nobody.
Yeah. You know, be a good person. Don't be a pedophile, and just, you know, live your life. Like I think there are certain things we can all agree on. Like, yeah, that's pretty bad. Like, you know, I can't justify pedophilia at any level. I cannot even think of any reason for people to be like, well, no, I'm sorry. Get the hell out of here. Never, you know? But,
well,
if you want to be gay, you be gay. You know, do your thing. You want to be transgender? Go for it.
Yeah. I don't have a problem. Like, I mean, I forgot who it was. Demi Lovato. And she was like, she now identifies as
non-binary.
Yeah.
So
as a
Demi
what?
is actually they, but yeah.
She defines as a what?
They define as.
She's not a him or her, right?
She's a they.
Demi uses they them pronouns and identifies as non-binary. So
yeah, when I saw that, I was like, okay, hold on.
And you know, it does seem odd sometimes that you're like, but I look at you and I see distinctly female, or I see distinctly one thing, because you don't have to look like a hybrid of both. It's a personal thing. I mean, dude, if you want to identify as a tree, I'm all for you. You know, as long as you're not hurting anybody and you're not causing anybody like damage or problems or you know, whatever. You do you.
I don't know why though. Like, if someone was like, "I'm a tree," I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna call you a fucking tree.
Well, that's what he's saying. He's like, you know, she gets dressed up, she puts on makeup, she does her hair, whatever. She's dressing like a woman, right? Mm-hmm. So if you see her, you'd be like, hey, or, you know, just to be nice, we were raised where it was yes, sir, yes, ma'am. So if you were to see her and say you didn't know her, you'd be like, hey, ma'am. And what's she gonna say? I'm not a ma'am, I'm a them.
Yeah.
You know, so that just.
It is ma'am.
And again, if that situation happens, you know, you have to meet that with a little bit like, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Yeah. So my apologies. You know, I'm not trying to offend you. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
And while we're on topic, Robin from Batman and Robin, came out. I guess this is the third variation of Robin, or like the third.
Oh, I thought you meant came out. I was like, Chris. What's his name?
No.
Oh, I was like, what? Like, that was like my sexual awakening as a kid. Like, you just ignited something in me.
Chris O'Donnell?
Yeah.
No, not him. No, the one from the comic book. Uh-huh. So, like, they came out with a new comic, and he, like, some. You want to look that up, Drew? I
got it right here.
Yeah, get it off.
So, it's Batman's Urban Legend series. It's a new comic that just came out. And so, in this one, he says he's bisexual now.
Good for him.
Which, I mean, I feel like the comics, you know, Batman was always a playboy. Robin was just a sidekick. Like, he never, you know, oh, I got a girlfriend, or hey, you know, I'm in,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
He was just like the youngster, that like the wannabe son, or, you know, like kind of raised him as a son to, hey, I'm going to do whatever you to help you.
Hey, to be honest, I was like, I knew it. You know, something off about
All
you.
right, yeah.
Yeah, I guess Tim Drake is the artist of this new one, and he said that he's in this new series. He's going through an identity crisis, and I guess that it's going on. You know, that he's going to be bisexual now.
Let me ask you a 2-part question.
Okay.
The first one is and if this is inappropriate, let me know. Does a gaydar exist? And if so, do you have one?
I think it exists. I always say, like, we know our own. Whenever I'm around somebody and I kind of get the feeling, I'm like, I'm not feeling this for no reason. I know. Like, it's happened before with, like, again, and we'll not disclose any kind of names or information on camera. But it's happened before that, like, I've been around a straight person, and of course, you know, the topics always come up. Like, because again, I think it's kind of nice when somebody feels comfortable enough to, like, ask you stuff. Like, the common one is like, well, how do you know who's gonna do what? Like, you know, how do you know who's gonna take and receive? Like, you ask. Like, it's really not that complicated. So it's happened before that I've been around somebody who's identifying as straight, and long story short, something ends up happening. To me, that still doesn't mean that they're, like, gay or not. Like, you know, like,
I get what you're saying.
I'll get gaydar when I'm like, oh, you're one of me. I can tell. Like, I know that you're putting up a front. You know, like, yeah, I think it exists.
I've told my girl before, I'll be like, yeah, this dude's gay, man. You know, he's married, has a wife and kids. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So did Caitlyn Jenner.
There's a couple of them you talk about, right?
Yeah.
So did Caitlyn Jenner, and lo and behold, look at her.
Say the Kardashians got a hold of him. Just living in that household dream.
Oh, Lord.
Dude, my girlfriend started watching this. No, I hope that didn't sound like me and my girlfriend, but my girlfriend started watching this show. It's like a cooking thing with Paris Hilton.
Oh, yeah, I want to see it.
Dude, like, I was there, like, doing stuff on my laptop, and I was like, what are you watching, man? So I took it was Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian. They were, like, making some stuff, and like, oh my God, I just did this. I haven't done that. Like, I'm like, dude, you are some dumb broads.
Oh, you know,
Oh no,
I
don't know if I can watch that.
I really, I need you to do some research on Paris Hilton. I think she has not admitted it. I think she played us so much, dude. I don't think she's ever been dumb. I don't think she's ever been, and she knew exactly what she was doing. She played up a part. It got her the attention she was looking for. It got her the coin she was looking for. Now she's chilling. You listen to her and you're like, you sound pretty intelligent. Like, you actually sound like you know a lot more than what it seems.
Yeah. I was saying, because like you know, like Kim Kardashian and well, Paris Hilton for sure, like, you know, people, and I used to think this too, I'm like, fuck you, man, you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you're fucking lucky, this and that. But just because of that, like, it takes some brains to, like, take that wealth, make it better, invest it, be smart with it. Time and time again, we heard of people that just go broke because they don't know how to manage their money. So I think it takes a little bit, you know, to just, you know, do some stuff that, you know, those women have, where right off the surface, I'm like, yeah, these are some dumb bitches.
Like,
For her to be able to make more money, it says on here her IQ is a 120, which is above average.
that's pretty good.
It's a good score. It means superior or above average intelligence.
Yeah, like,
So she's not dumb. If anything, maybe she's just not like street smart. She's
Maybe
dingy,
not. Yeah.
dingy as a person, which that has nothing to do with smartness. It's just stuff might go over her head.
yeah.
But she's actually, I mean, she's made all these business, you know, entrepreneurships of shows, of stuff.
Course.
She's made money.
Dude, the Paris Hilton men's cologne was like one of the best selling colognes for a long time. And it smells really good. Yes. They don't make it anymore. It's one of those that's like, if you find it like on eBay or something, it's actually pretty expensive because it's rare to find it, but it actually smelled really good. Yeah,
I was gonna say, just me looking at it, I don't know, me being but I've wore Burberry for 15 years, so I would never switch to nothing. But just me seeing a Paris Hilton men's, I don't even think I would smell it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I don't know. That's just me. Would you?
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't wear cologne.
Oh hell.
Yeah. Use that natural. Musk.
That natural smoke smell.
The pheromones.
Hey, well, what kind of wood does
Post oak.
Post oak.
Post oak.
You just got that post oak smelling.
Yes, sir.
I'm hungry. I could eat.
There you go.
My friend JD, he said you started talking about your girlfriend a lot now, James. What you hiding?
Oh shoot!
Fucking sweating over here.
Oh, that's
man.
a good question. What metal is a poor person's spoon? I've always wondered. Wooden?
What is y'all's top 5
Tin?
celebrity feet list?
I'm not in the
I
feet.
don't think you want to hear mine. No, I
That's
don't think
Frank
I've ever
Gallagher.
like asked that before. Or I've
Yeah.
never thought about that.
Yeah.
There is a celebrity feet like .com.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only learned about that. I watched the show Hacks on HBO. It's really funny if you ever feel like watching it. And
Thanks.
yeah, she plays this like really famous. The main character, her name is Jean Smart. She's in Watchmen. She plays this like really famous comedian. And at one point they're like, "Oh, this is gonna make it to celebrityfeet.com." And she's like, "What? That's a thing?" And just she kind of takes a pause. Am I on it? And instantly they're like, "Yes."
There's this comedian that's been a guest on the Joe Rogan show plenty of times, and like all the pictures she posts on Instagram or whatever, she'll like crop her feet out because she
Yeah.
doesn't want, like,
Who's that?
I'm smart.
I forgot. I think it's
She was a guest on the Joe Rogan.
yeah, female comedian.
John David Lozano. I would say the poor person's spoon is no spoon. That's probably like.
Yeah, because
Like,
you know how they say
What silver spoon did you go up with in your mouth? I'm like, shit, I didn't have a spoon. Like, so no, I am poor.
Yeah.
You know? Well, you know.
Yeah, I used to man, just like one of my former bosses, I was like, this motherfucker, you were born with a silver spoon, blah blah blah, and I just like almost hated the guy. And then eventually, I was like, dude, like if I were him, I'd be doing the same shit, like running this company and blah blah blah, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's all about perspective, how you choose to look at
That's
shit.
right. That's right.
All right, I got a couple of random topics here.
Yeah, let's see what's up.
You see the climate change?
I did see that. Yeah.
What do you think about all that?
I mean, I'm a big believer in climate change is real.
Yeah.
And we're fucking shit up. That's why I bought a Prius, a hybrid car.
Say you brought a Prius?
No, I have a hybrid Hyundai Ioniq.
When are you gonna buy a damn Tesla?
Well, I wanted to go fully electric, but I'm still in an apartment, so charging that would be very difficult. It would be confusing. Yeah. So I didn't do that.
When are you buying a house?
Please. Well, I've thought about it. Of course, if I get a house, I probably have to be out here. By myself? No way. I can't do that in Austin.
Austin's too expensive, bro.
Very expensive. But I also want to move. So I think this is a good time because I don't have anything that's like holding me back as far as like property. And I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no dog. I don't have a partner. So
You want to have kids someday?
do I want to have kids?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, for sure. I want to adopt some kids.
Tight, dude.
Yeah.
I might have a few.
Yeah, you have a couple extra to spare. Yeah. I'll take one. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. your kids start school yet?
No, they start on Monday. They were supposed to start this past Monday, but Idea and Kyle, they postponed it. I'm talking about Friday afternoon. They were supposed to have Saturday. There was going to be Meet the Teacher, and Monday was going to start school. They canceled Meet the Teacher. They canceled school till this coming Monday. So I guess we'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe Friday they're going to cancel or go virtual. I don't know.
Damn.
It's crazy right now.
Yeah, that is crazy. I got a concert that we're supposed to go to next Friday, and hoping it doesn't get canceled, man.
Which concert is that?
It's
In Austin?
yeah, Megadeth. They're headlining.
Ooh, Megadeth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go rock out with my socks out.
Why not with anything else out? Right.
I want to get no public indecency ticket.
Yeah, It's crowded.
Or just red hot chili peppers. Put a sock on it. You get a little ankle sock.
Yeah.
Oh, is it
Yeah, a little ankle
is
sock.
it-
Yeah.
an 820?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's Lamb of God too.
Yeah.
Dang, that's gonna be a good concert.
Lamb of God, Trivium, Hatebreed. Yeah. Good little lineup. We've been
Nice.
waiting a year to go to that, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
Should be good.
All right. We're a little over an hour in.
What else you got?
That's all I got.
That's all you
Hugo, got anything you want to bring up?
What's a question you've had for a gay dude that you've never thought about asking? That you're like, I've never thought, or I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Like that you've never thought about. That you're like, yeah, well, how does that work? Or what is this? Or what does that have to do?
So I'll ask you this. It doesn't pertain to it, but it's our show question that we ask guests, and I feel like most people are like, I don't fucking know. I'm not answering that. So would you rather?
Or ask him which one, like, what does each one mean for somebody, right?
What do you mean?
Because there's two answers, right?
Yeah.
So ask him what would he think about people that answer this way or people that answer this way. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna give you my answer because I've actually thought about this, and people are like, "Yeah, dude, you're gay."
This is Hugo. This is his shower thoughts.
No,
okay.
not this one.
Yeah.
So I mean, if of course, would you rather sit on a dick and eat cake, or would you rather sit on a cake and eat dick?
Sit on a dick and eat cake. 100%. Not even a question.
Well, so I've thought about this.
Two
right?
of my favorite things in the whole world. I could have them both at the same time. Even better.
So
I want to sit on a cake.
So I thought about this, right? And I was like, this is coming from me. I have a girlfriend, as JD stated. And but anyways, when they're like, sit on a cake and eat dick, like that's like good. You know what I mean? Like it's like a repeated action.
Yeah.
As to where like sit on a dick, it's just like pop, and it's like a one-time thing. Eat the cake, and then it's like done. They didn't say like bounce on it. You know what I mean?
I mean, once you know what that feels like, you probably would want to bounce on it. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you don't know, James. That might turn you.
If you've never,
Fuck no.
not to get all too much TMI with anybody, but if you've never had your prostate massaged, it is, I kid you not, it is heaven on earth. You will never think of sex the same way until you actually have your prostate massaged.
Alrighty then.
And there's one way to get there, and it's through that. And that's the problem, because
Amanda's laughing. Amanda's probably dead.
it's an exit. Like, we have to recognize that is an exit. But once you can kind of get past the fact that like your butthole's like meant to like clench because so that like stuff doesn't come out. Once you can get to the fact where it's like
There's just emojis.
loosened enough or like relaxed enough,
The emojis are flying.
and you can reach your prostate, goodbye. It is, yeah, it's crazy.
Alrighty, Hugo.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm just saying.
I knew it.
So
Amanda, I'm dead as fuck. That's my wife.
There you
Or
go.
soon to be.
I hope Austin took note on that.
No, Mr. Nuts, whoever that is, he says James is getting wet thinking about that.
you know, and that's the thing. Like, we are. When I was talking about like we shame a lot of things, like that's also another thing we shame. Like we say that we can't enjoy that because it's like demasculating you, but realistically, I mean, what does it matter? Like, really, what does it matter? Like, pleasure is pleasure, no matter like who you're getting it from. And so, if that's a pleasurable thing to do, then enjoy it. You know, like I know some people are like really into like when we were talking about feet. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not into that at all, but some people are, and they get
Yeah.
pleasure from it.
Yeah,
Cool.
some people, if they have pretty feet, you know,
Do
that's-
your thing. Like,
Yeah.
do whatever the hell you want with that.
Dude,
you know?
I've never been in the feet, but like if I'm like, talking to a chick or whatever, I got to take a glance because while I'm not in the feet, you can't have ugly ass fucking
let me
feet,
see your
dude.
feet. Take off your shoes and socks.
Do
off
that on
those-
Patreon after this.
the Patreon.
It's a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
$2 a month.
There you go.
That's
Ooh.
it.
You get all the extra.
Yeah,
all the
might
extras.
go up after
Just
this.
shoot it up to 10.
Oh,
The 10 laying on the table.
there it goes. Hugo already paid his first
That's for
month.
that's for chocolate. What are you talking about?
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for Dominic. That's Dominic's money.
There you go. Yeah, I think we shame a lot of those things that we shouldn't be shaming. You know, I mean, not to say that like maybe you're just not. Maybe, let me touch you. Maybe you're just not into that, and that's fine. You know, like let's say maybe you have tried it, and you're like, no, I didn't like it. Okay, dude, now you know. Yeah. But the thing is, a lot of people just even the idea, they're like, oh no, dude, like I can't. I'm a man. Shut up. Get over yourself. Dude.
Yeah, I've heard people tell other people that you like sucking dick. No, how do you know? You sucked one before?
That's right.
No. Well, how the fuck do you know?
That's right. And you're sitting there like, well, goddamn.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, you have a point. You know?
Fucking keeps you. You're there later on that night, 3 a.m, not able to sleep.
I listened to this podcast. It's like Comedy Trap House or whatever. Mm-hmm. There's some dudes from Atlanta. I think they moved to California now, but they had a lady come on, and she's like one of those what are they? Like a woman that puts a strap on for a man.
Like
it's called
like a dominatrix.
Yeah, but it's when you do that to a man, it's called something.
Pegging.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's like, you'd be surprised. These men come in and they're like married, 100% man, but they will only let a woman do it to them because they want that, like you said, that excitement, from hitting the prostate, but they will only let a woman do it.
Damn.
Yeah. Because again, dude, I mean, that's where like preference comes into play. Like, let's say you're not interested in men, but you like that. So if you had a girl do it, then you're getting the best of both worlds, like enjoy yourself. I don't think we need to we don't need to shy away from the things that like give us pleasure. Like, I don't see any problem with that. Of course, I mean, again, within reason, right? Like, no kids, none of that. Like, that's horrible. Like, no, don't, or like maybe don't do meth, but like, or heroin.
Hey, I hope you don't plan on being successful because they're gonna take that clip and they're just gonna cut it off right there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's it.
And speaking about pedophiles, Amanda, she looked on that the sex offenders list, and there's a shitload of them in Lockhart and Kyle. Yeah. And I told her, I said, because Austin's too damn expensive. You got to think, those people they're already got an X on them. So imagine them. They're probably working at probably fast food stores or stuff like that where they're not making a lot of money, and they can't afford to live in Austin, bro. So they're having to move to an exterior city, and she just said there's a shitload of them.
Yeah.
She's like, I looked like a year ago, and from then to now, there's like crazy amount more.
They gotta lay low. He better lay low. Are you a Coke or Pepsi guy?
Coke.
Really?
100%.
Why?
Don't bring me that no Pepsi. I don't want no sugary drink. No, I'm saying just
preference.
I prefer Coke.
Canned Coke or Mexican Coke?
Ooh.
There you go.
I mean, I like Mexican Coke, but a really, really cold canned Coke all day.
If I'm eating pastor tacos, though, man, I got to hit that Mexican Coke.
Del Valley, baby.
Del Valley, baby.
That might be a hot spot.
Oh, yeah. I think Del Valley was bad. I don't know. I know she was taking it out, and she's like, there's a bunch.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. And then you go on there, and it even tells you, what they were, against. Yeah. It was like, it'll say them with a 13-year-old or with a 5-year-old or whatever. It doesn't say names or anything, but that person did it, or they were convicted of it at least, or whatever. I'm like,
that's embarrassing, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
When we go out and stuff with the family, dude, I keep my eye on people and all that shit these days.
Like, I've always been adamant to tell my nieces, you don't have to accept anything like that makes you feel uncomfortable. If somebody's like, oh, come let's hang out over here, I'm friends with your dad, be like, oh, no, we're not doing that.
I don't even have a dad.
Yell. Yeah, exactly, right? I'm like, who? What's his name? What's my dad's name? Because I don't know.
Who? What's his name?
Right? Yeah.
No, every time somebody would say, oh, I remember did it with my dad, and then James would be, oh, that must be nice.
Oh man, that sounds cool.
I wish that would happen.
Yeah. What's that?
I never had that. Yeah, I never did that.
Waking up Christmas morning and seeing both of your parents there.
Oh damn.
What's that like? All sad.
Yeah, that's festive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? After September 1st, James, you're gonna start being strapped or what?
After September 1st, what is that?
Constitutional carry.
Oh, okay. Okay. We'll see what happens. I mean, I stay strapped at all times already.
Prove it. Pull it out. Put it on the table.
My knife?
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Don't get no shit on my shank, man.
Shit. Don't worry, they won't be.
So
Clean as a whistle.
So what, James? You happy for NFL to be starting up?
Yeah, man. So,
Why do you ask James and not me?
oh yeah,
Well, I don't know if you do. I just know James.
I don't
No,
watch
because
NFL.
because on Sunday, every motherfucker. I don't care if you're a Cowboys hater. Let me put the camera on me. Hold
Oh
on.
Lord.
Here we go.
With his
see
Cowboys
his,
hat.
see his eyes light up.
My eyes are super happy because you don't know how many people I texted that day that I know are Cowboys haters. And guess what they were watching on Sunday?
Cowboys game.
The damn Cowboys, because nobody else was playing.
Yeah.
And it's the first game of the year.
Yeah.
You know, a Hall of Fame game.
It's gonna be good.
Even though they lost, everybody was watching the Cowboys. That's all I gotta say.
Cowboys and Bucks. It's gonna be a good game. What I was gonna ask you earlier just reminded me when you brought up football. Whenever there was a gay, I think he played for the Raiders,
God,
maybe.
yeah. Who
you
But
talking about?
he came out some third stringer, I think.
The black dude or the most recent one?
The most recent
Oh
one.
Lord, her. Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, he's like, I'm gay. And then I was like, I don't care. Like, I'm here to watch football, dude.
Okay, girl. Me too.
Yeah.
Like, what else is new? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, dude.
I mean, yeah, no, good for him. Like, again, I'm all about somebody like living their truth, and he made the decision to publicly come out, which is probably not easy, but I'm definitely big on. But what do you do for the community? Like, what are you doing to
With your platform.
right? What are you gonna do with this big platform other than just bring attention to yourself? You know,
Yeah.
because that's also problematic.
I think his career wasn't doing too well, so he just needed a little boost.
And even if that was it, you know, like maybe that was it. What are you doing to like make most use of that moment? You know, because I know a lot of people right away started looking up, and he's donated to so many different GOP organizations. And
Oh, shoot.
he didn't explicitly say it, but he like alluded to something that he likely voted for Trump. And again, not saying that makes you a bad gay, but know what you're doing and how that affects your community. You know, like I've been very open about, I'm not, by no means am I supporting Chick-fil-A at all. I don't care if you eat it. I'm not. Like, I don't want any of it. Even if you offered me some, I'd probably be like, nah, dude. Like, I'd rather not.
Is that because they support Trump?
No, not just because they support Trump, because they are like, they're pro like religion. Or what am I trying to say? Like
They're fucking closed on
being
Sundays.
pro-religion is not a bad thing, but like they're very like openly Christian, which is, you know, itself like anti-LGBT usually, but they support groups that are still like actively doing conversion therapy, and that's a
really?
problem.
Oh, okay.
You know, because that's not
it
cool.
says Chick-fil-A is anti-LGBTQ.
Yeah. So, whatever.
Damn.
I will say though, some Chick-fil-A sauce goes off. Oh God, it's so good.
Man,
I'm the first to say
I
it.
hate Chick-fil-A sauce, but I can get down on the honey roasted barbecue.
Well, I don't think I've had that one.
That one is fire, but I mean, you're against them now.
I was gonna
That
take you to
sucker's fire.
Opal over here. There's this place called Opal. It's a little tavern on the square. I was gonna take you over there earlier. Now you said Kreitz. Wrong answer.
Oh, I was like,
Well, shit, you ain't gonna make it to Kreitz, bro.
Yeah, Kreitz is closed.
Kreitz is hey, I gotta
They
go. I
close
gotta
at
go.
8? They
Yeah, I
close
gotta
at
go.
8?
Huh?
They close at 8?
Yeah.
Damn.
Kreitz does.
Next time. I'll venture out here just to go to Kreitz.
All right. I'll be there.
Yeah, right. I'll come find you. I'm coming tomorrow for lunch.
Wait, I'm off tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, then you're still taking me.
James, some guy. I think it's a guy is here.
Yeah.
Hey.
James, it's me.
He said he's your man. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, this will conclude episode 141. Let's just love each other. Let's see where people are coming from. Look at things through a different lens sometimes, and just don't spread hate, man. That's James Springer's final thoughts.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah.
Don't spread hate.
Ugo, thanks for coming.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Coming.
Yeah. I know what you said. I heard you.
I'm pretty sure we'll see you here again with our wastewater specialist Austin joining
Yeah.
us next
Oh, yeah.
time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
His presence
think
is
it's
very
this
much
one.
felt. That's me. That's me.
You have your own
I
sound.
forgot to play that at the beginning when we said his
So you
name.
played it now. It's good. It's good.
It's all right. I'll do a little magic later.
We'll install it later.
But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Again, my name is James.
It's Hugo
It's
I'm Hugo.
and producer Andrew.
Yeah, we'll see you guys back here again next week. We got our other friend of the show, Eli, coming on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
Cool.
recently started wrestling, so we're gonna pick his brain about
There we go.
his journey in
You
wrestling.
should ask
and
him
all that
about
stuff.
transgender wrestlers.
wrestlers.
Yeah.
I will do.
No, see what his point of view is.
I'll
See
relay the
what he
message.
thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
you mean MMA fighters?
I don't know what he does.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I don't. Yeah,
I think
like
he
you said
does
he's a wrestler.
pro wrestle.
Yeah,
wrestle,
yeah,
wrestle.
pro wrestling.
Okay, we'll see what he thinks about transgender athletes.
Got
And then next week we'll probably talk about What If.
Oh yeah, it
That
came out
sounds good.
today. Yeah.
Yeah. The
Oh
first
yeah,
episode.
that's right.
Marvel's
yeah,
What
yeah.
If.
Marvel's.
You a
What
Marvel
If.
fan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Man.
Plus
so
in my book.
So this first episode was if Peggy Carter was turned into Captain America. So it's called
okay.
Captain Carter.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I've seen some reviews that that people that have watched the first 3 episodes, the first episode is kind of weird, but they said the second one is like that's where you get hooked.
It's fire.
So I mean, but still, even Captain Peggy Carter, she's supposed to be like in all these episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a zombies episode. They have a Black Panther where he's Star-Lord instead of Star-Lord.
Oh shit.
Where he got abducted instead of Star-Lord. You
Damn.
know. So
And
it's
then
pretty
if
crazy what
if,
ifs.
If he got saved, right? They have one of them, Tony Stark. If
Oh,
he
I
got
don't
saved,
even know about that one.
might be one of the later ones. I saw it in the trailer.
Man, there's just a bunch of it's gonna be cool little little mini episodes.
Yeah. But all right, guys, we'll see you back here again next week. Thank y'all for watching.